everyone. I am J. Krishnamraju. I am working as Senior Audit Officer in Regional Training Institute. Hope you all are fine. Today, I want to give my presentation on pay fixation in 7th CPC Part 3. I already discussed about 2 videos on pay fixation. Today, I want to discuss about the special occasions in which pay fixation is to be dealt by the salary wing of each office. Hope this presentation will help you how to fix the pay in different circumstances. In my presentation, I have already discussed the basic concepts and 7th CPC key provisions in my earlier videos. Today I want to discuss what are the special circumstances in which pay fixation is to be done with reference to 7th pay commission. I want to discuss each occasion and followed by examples. Pay fixations are required to be done whenever a pay commission is announced. First, we have to fix the pay with reference to the pay is being drawn by the employee with reference to the old pay to the new pay. And certain occasions are also there on direct recruitment, on promotion also. Pay fixations are required to be done. First, we have to deal with the pay fixation to be done on direct recruitment. Whenever any employee reported in our office in the form of direct recruitment, what his pay is to be fixed. First, we have to fix the minimum pay in the scale attached to the post is to be identified and fix his pay as his first pay of the employee. Based on that date only increment will be released. If he is completed 6 months of service in his life, in his initial appointment, he will be awarded next increment pay. Suppose if any employee appointed to the levels attached to the post, suppose if an auditor appoints in pay level 5, his initial pay will be fixed on 29,200, which is available in 5th level, and initial pay is 29,200. Suppose if an AAO is appointed on direct recruitment basis, he will get 47,600. Suppose if an employee who is appointed on direct recruitment basis comes from civils, he will be given under level 10. His initial pay will be 56,100. So on direct recruitment, if any employee recruited, his pay will be fixed with reference to the pay matrix table. Initial pay attached to the post we have to identify, and pay should be fixed first column of the scale or level in which he was posted or recruited. Okay. For example, Mr. Deepak appointed post carrying on level 4th and 3rd May, fix his initial pay and date of increment and date of next increment. On 3rd May, his appointment was made in level 4, minimum pay is 25,500. After completion of 6 months, his next increment will be due on only in January, and during his next increment date, he will be given one increment, that is 26,300, and next date of next increment is after completion of 1 year. Initially, if an employee completes 6 months of service, either promotion or recruited or got MACP or financial upgradation, first 6 months will be given next increment. Thereafter, after completion of 1 year only, his increment will be given in his career. Next type of occasion where pay fixation is to be done is on promotion. Whenever an employee got promotion, he will be given option on the date of his promotion. Either the official can opt from the date of promotion or date of next increment. He has to opt whichever option is beneficial to him and exercise the option within 1 month. Suppose if an official got promotion, how the pay is fixed? Is suppose the employee who is working as LDC drawing 23,800 in level 2 and promoted as UDC on 5th July under level 4. From level 2 to level 4, how we can fix his pay? On 1st January 2016, his pay is being drawn 23,800. On 1st July, he got increment. After getting his increment, his pay is 24,500. On 5th, he got promotion. On the date of promotion, he will get one notional increment. After getting notional increment, his pay will be 25,200. On the date of promotion, we have to see whether a same stage is available or next stage is. If same stage is not available, we have to go to the next stage. But in the new promotion scale, that is a level 4, the minimum pay starts from 25,500. But after getting his promotion, 25,200 only. But whenever a minimum pay starts, which is less than his promotion pay, we have to allow the minimum of the amount which is available in the promotion scale will be fixed as his basic pay in a promotional cadre, that is in his higher post. After completion of 6 months, he will get a next increment, that is 1st July 2017. And after completion of 1 year, next increment will be given, that is on 1st July 2018. If we opt the date of increment, suppose on the date of promotion, if an official is not satisfied with the date of promotion, if an increment is beneficial to him, he can choose the pay is required to be fixed on the date of increment. Take this example, Mr. Deepak in his level 10 drawing 80,000 on 15th March 2018 and promoted to level 11 on 16th and opted to fix his pay that during the date of his increment, that is 1st July 2018, fix his pay and identify the date of increment. On 15th March, he is drawing 80,000. On 16th, he got promotion. So during this, in this case, we have to identify whether same scale is available. If same stage is available, we have to fix the same stage. If same stage is not available, we have to choose the next higher stage. But here, same stage is available, that is 80,900 is available. So same pay will be continued. On the date of his increment, it is required to be given one increment in his old post, that is under level 10, and on the date of after awarding his increment, we have to give one promotional increment. After during the date of increment, he will get two increments, that is one is after completion of 1 year annual increment and one promotional increment. The resultant figure will be 84,900, which is equivalent to, we have to verify whether equivalent stage is available. If equivalent stage is not available, next stage we have to identify and fix the pay of the official. For 84,900, equal stage is not available under level 11. So next stage is available, that is 85,800 is to be fixed on the date of his increment, that is 1st July 2018. After completion of, whenever a person got promotion or appointed or financial upgradation, after completion of 6 months, he will get first increment, and after that, after completion of 1 year, he will get next increment. So after completion of 6 months, he will get 1st January 2019, he will get first increment. Next increment will be 1st January 2020, he will get second increment. Suppose if two posts are merged in 6th pay commission, AAO scale is merged with SO scale. So during that time, SO scale is merged with AAO scale without any higher responsibilities. In the similar manner, in 7th pay commission, after announcing a 7th pay commission also, AO post is merged with senior AO post. Here, without involving higher duties, we have to fix the pay with reference to FR 23 and FR 22 1 year 2. Pay will be fixed to a new post to the at the stage next above old post if it is available. Here, when two posts are merged, there will be no promotional increment. Whenever any promotion is given, then only one promotional increment will be given. When two posts are merged, there is no higher responsibility. We have to fix the pay either equivalent or next stage available. Then only we have to fix it with reference to his old post. Take this example. Mr. Anand AO drawing 80,200 in level 9 as on 19/11/2009 and merged the post to the senior AO band level 10 on 20/11/2019. Central government announced that on 19/11 on 20/11/2019 the posts of AO and senior AO have been merged and treated as senior AO post, and the pay band given pay level is given as 10. In this circumstance, how we fix the pay and date of next increment? Pay as on 19/11, the official is drawing 80,200. On 20/11/2019, after merging the post of AO with senior AO, his pay is 80,200 is not available in pay level 10. So next stage is available, hence his pay is fixed with reference to his old post. 80,200 is not available. If the same stage is not available, next stage is to be fixed his new pay, that is 82,400. Increment will be given with reference to his old post only, and 1/7/2019 may be his increment. After completion of 1 year of service, he will get next increment. On the date of next increment, he will get 84,900. In this way, if any When we see this example, if it is whenever a government takes any decision to merge this post, at that time individual will not get any promotional increment. Either he has to, the pay has to be fixed in the same stage or higher stage available in the higher post. Suppose if you take the same example, if a person who got promotion from level 9 to level 10, if Anand is drawing same pay 80,200 and got promotion on 1st January 2020, how his pay will be fixed? On pay 1st January 2020, his pay is 80,200. On the date of promotion, he will get one promotional increment, that is 82,600. If 82,600 in his old post, in the new post, same stage is not available. His pay will be fixed with reference to same stage is not available. Next higher stage is to be fixed, that is 84,900 is available. Hence his pay is fixed 84,900. On completion of 6 months, he will get next increment, that is 1st July 2020, he will get 87,400. Steps for fixing pay with option. Normally we have to use grant usual increment due, allow one notional increment in lower level. If find out if the same stage is not available, in promotional level, equal stage has to be fixed. If no equal stage is available, next higher stage is to be fixed. Take this example. If a person pay fixation with option, suppose if an employee is drawing 15th to March as 80,000, he opted from the date of increment. On the date of promotion, 80,900 is being drawn, but same stage is available and under level 11. So his pay has to be continued as 80,900. On the date of increment on 1st July, he will get one annual increment and one promotional increment, that is for his promotion. 84,900 was fixed. If same stage is not available in pay level 11, so 85,800 is fixed. This date of next increment will be after completion of 6 months. Some of the appointments or posts which are not options are not available. They are appointment, direct recruitment, appointment, or promotion to the ex-cadre post, and some of the posts have been created on ad hoc basis on direct recruitment. These cases options are not available. Suppose if an employee got on deputation, if an employee who got on deputation, he has two choices. His pay is to be fixed with the current scale, that is pay which is being drawn now. He has to draw the pay of the current scale plus deputation allowance. Otherwise, if it is a deputation post is if he opts deputation post which is a higher scale, he has to opt his pay to be fixed in a higher scale from the date of his appointment to the new post, and he will not have option from the date of promotion appointed to the new post only. He has to opt. There will be no option for deputations from the date of increment. Example, if an Aravind is working in level 6 with a pay 49,000, has been appointed to ex-cadre post level 7 on 3rd June 2018. Find his date of increment. What are the options he has in new post? Fix his pay if he opts the pay of the new post. He is drawing on 2nd June 2018 49,000 as his basic pay. He appointed to the ad hoc that ex-cadre post on or got on deputation 3rd June 2018. We have to add one notional increment in his lower post. If same pay is available in the new post, we have to be continued to be drawn in the same stage. If same stage is not available, next stage is to be allowed. But in this case, same stage is available. His pay is fixed as 50,500 from the date of appointed in the post of ex-cadre or on deputation. After completion of 6 months, he will get next increment. There is also other option is also available for this official. If he opts the pay of the post, that is 49,000 plus deputation allowance. Suppose if a person who was on deputation in the same station, he will get 5% deputation allowance. If a person who has come from other station, he will get 10% of the basic pay as his deputation allowance. So he has to choose whichever is the option, whichever is, option is beneficial, either pay of the post or pay plus deputation allowance. He has to choose and opt and fix the pay accordingly. Suppose central government is to conduct the departmental examination and gives the incentives. There are increments are being drawn either from the date following the date of last date of examination or from the first month in which the examination is conducted. Suppose if you take an example, Ms. Rani is drawing pay 82,400 in pay level 10 as on 1st July 2019. Meanwhile, the official passed the CPD2 examination. The monetary benefit should be given from 1st 11 2019 because that is the date from which the examination was commenced. Hence, the monetary benefits has to be given on 1st November 2019. Her increment will be 1st January 2020. Fix her pay. On 1st July 2019, she was drawing 82,400. On the date of completion, the day after passing the examination of CPD exam, the official got increment from the month in which the CPD exam was conducted. That is 1st November 2019. On that month, she will get 84,900. That is one increment. On the date of annual increment, which is usual after completion of 6 months, she will get next increment 87,400. Whenever in this example, what we have observed is whenever any official passed examination, incentive examination, they will get the monetary benefits from the date in which the examination started. Suppose sanction of stagnation increment. Grant of sanction of stagnation increment does not exceed the maximum of the applicable level in the pay matrix. In the pay matrix, it starts with minimum to maximum. If a official draws maximum, he will not be eligible to draw further in the form of increments. Let us do an example. Mr. Shekhar is drawing pay 2 lakh 5,600 and level 14 as on 1st August 2017. The official promoted to level 15 on 1st September 2017. Fix the pay and date of increment and next date of increment. On 1st 8 2017, 2 lakh 5,000. He was drawing 2 lakh 5,000. On 1st September, he got promotion. We have given one promotional increment. If same stage is not available under pay level 15. So his pay was fixed to 2,17,600. After completion of 6 months, he will get his next increment, that is 2,24,100. In pay level 15, the maximum maximum pay is the 2,24,100. Here the official reached the maximum stage from 1st July 2019 onwards. He will not earn any increment, because if any official reached maximum of the pay under each level, further no increments will be given. Only after getting his promotion, if the same official get promotion to the next higher level, then only his increment will be released in that scale. Another special circumstances are whenever any official got punishment, the disciplinary authority impose the penalty. How we regularize? An employee who is drawing pay level 63,300, he has been imposed a penalty of reduction of lower stage by 5 stages. If an employee got punishment, the disciplinary authority will impose punishment in the form of reduction of salary. During that time, how the salary will be regulated? On the date of penalty, the official is drawing 3,300. The disciplinary authority proposed to reduce 5 stages. Immediately, if a person is drawing 63,300, he will be reduced to 5 stages, means he will get 54,700. In this way, the monetary loss will be affected to the employee who is undergone punishment. Take another example. If a person drawing under pay level 9, 56,300, imposed penalty by 2 stages. On the date of penalty, he is drawing 56,300, reductions to 2 stages, that is 53,100. In this example, I want to mention that if your disciplinary authority has to take into the consideration how many stages are available in his pay. Suppose if he gives reduction of 3 to 5 stages, there is no such stage, because minimum stage is starting from 53,100. If he gives 5 stages, there is no, because as per rule, minimum pay should be drawn by the official. So minimum beyond minimum pay, it is not admissible. Hence, the disciplinary authority should take into the consideration how many stages are required to be given to the required to be given as punishment to the employee. They have to take into the consideration of a pay and pay in which the official is being drawn. Withholding of increment. Disciplinary authority can impose punishment withholding of increment on 2 ways, that with cumulative effect and without cumulative effect. With the cumulative effect, he will lose during the punishment. He will lose the increment not only during the punishment, From that day onwards, he will lose the increment as a recurring loss. If punishment authority has given a punishment without cumulative effect, the loss will be temporary period. During the punishment only, he will get reduction. After punishment is over, the increment will be restored. Let us do an example. Y has been imposed on 13/8/2000 the penalty of withholding of next increment for a period of 2 years without cumulative effect. Without cumulative effect means he will during the punishment he will not get the financial benefit. After punishment is over, he will the monetary benefits which have been earned during punishment, it will be restored after completion of punishment period. Suppose penalty before penalty imposed, he was drawing 50,500. He has given punishment on 13/8/2017. 2 years he will not get 2 increments. After during the punishment, his pay would be 52,000 and 53,600. These are the 2 increments. After punishment is over, he will get 55,200. Without cumulative, if an official got punishment of reduction of stages without cumulative effect, during the punishment he will not receive money in the form of increment. After punishment is over, he will be that loss will be restored, and whatever he is eligible, if he had not been under punishment, the same will be restored and given to him. Suppose if an employee got punishment with 2 years with cumulative effect, how his pay will be fixed? During the punishment, during the period of punishment, that is 2 years, he will not get monetary benefits. That is 50,500 will be drawn as it is. The punishment authority, the disciplinary authority imposed penalty with cumulative effect. So after punishment is over, his pay will be starts from whatever the amount which was drawing before punishment will start. From there only his date of increment will be counted and given the monetary benefits. These 2 years punishment period, monetary, not only monetary loss but also recurrent loss in future also. So whenever the penalties are imposed with cumulative effect and without cumulative effect, with cumulative effect is more dangerous than without cumulative effect. I have given the examples and illustration based on my experience. This is meant for only academic reference. The cases has to be handled with reference to the government instructions given by Government of India from the time to time. If you have got any doubt, you have to ask the head of the department and get clarification. Then only you have to draw the pay and allowances, and pay is to be fixed. If you have got any doubt, it is better to take the approval from the head of the department. Then only it should be implemented. If any error is occurred, you have to take the one declaration from the officials. If any error occurs, it will be recovered in future also. This is my advice. With this, I want to conclude. Before conclude, I want to give some questions. Assess yourself with reference to this video. Whether pay fixation option is available to the post of appointment on ad hoc basis. If the date of increment is due within 3 months to the official, which option is beneficial? That is date of promotion or date of increment. If an employee reached maximum in their pay scale without promotion, whether increment will be released to them or not. If an employee got punishment of reduction of 2 increments with cumulative effect, whether the employee will get his loss of increments in future. If an employee got punishment of reduction of 2 increments without cumulative, whether the employee will get his loss of increments in future. With these questions, you have to assess yourself and answer these questions after watching this video. Thank you.